We have here the brand new 2024 Cervelo ASPERO in a size 51, weighing 20 pounds, 5 ounces. And in kilos, 9.14 kgs. Stay tuned to after video where your free buy sound test on those wheels right there. Hey, how's it going, everyone? GC Performance here, back with another video. And today I have for you guys the brand new 2024 Cervelo ASPERO Apex XPLR 1. This is the newly revamped design of this bicycle. Cervelo is known for doing this. We've seen them do it with their S5 road bike, where they basically took their bike model and they just made the bicycle better by adding new upgrades to it. So in today's video, we're gonna go over everything that they did to this bicycle and what they changed and what they made different. And we're also gonna talk about the price point of this bicycle. Is this one of the best bikes you can buy for $3,500? They also have a bicycle that's cheaper than this with $3,200 with Shimano GRX. But in terms of a gravel bicycle that is pretty much ready to go on the trails, you have a 1x12 group set back here, a really nice SRAM Apex group set, and you have a really nice carbon fiber frame. For $3,500, it's competing with the direct consumer brands out there. So really, really nice. And the Cervelo ASPERO has been one of the nicest gravel bikes out there in terms of competing for speed. It's not really the endurance bicycle that you want. This is going to be a bicycle that really does rip on the trails. And you can go ahead and fit it. If you did want to make it a little bit more comfortable, you can add the wider tire. You have the little storage bag, which does come stock with this bike. As you guys saw, it weighed 19 pounds. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into everything they changed on this ASPERO right here. So what they changed from last year's model to this year's model, they went ahead, they lowered the seat stays a little bit more to make it more compliant. They made the front end a little bit more comfortable as well. They made the whole bicycle more aerodynamic aesthetically and also for personal gains. They said that this bicycle frame is 3 watts faster than the previous generation. Also, by doing that, they took the cables that used to be exposed and now they made them internals. Of course, everyone likes that new internal look on there. So it definitely looks much more cleaner on a bicycle. And it's not a crazy internal to go ahead and adjust. You still have the adjustable with spacers up and down. You can swap out stems. You can do whatever you need to do on there. So it's a good looking internal bicycle. We're gonna see this trend go on with every single bike now. Basically, the newest upgrades you're gonna get are internal cables on a bicycle. They went ahead and they also said they made the tire clearance wider. There is no confirmed spec on Cervelo's webpage, but I've heard that this thing can take up to a 700 by 50 C tire. And I think the reason why they did no confirmed spec on this bicycle is because it all depends on the tire you're running and also the rim you're running. If there's a really wide internal rim width on there, it's going to stretch out whatever tire you're running more. So I think that's the reason why they're not going ahead and claiming a specific number. Now they're basically saying, hey, it can fit up to a 700 by 40 C with much more room on clearance on here. But they really said the reason why they increased the clearance on these tires is because of the fact that last Unbound race they had, it was completely a mud fest and they want to give more tire clearance for mud on there as well. This right here, what you're seeing is a 700 by 40 C tire, which we'll get into in just a second. But you can see you have a plenty amount of space on there to go a little bit wider if you want. They also took the bottom bracket and they are changing it to a threaded T47 bottom bracket, and we're seeing Cervelo do this now, and a lot of companies doing this. They want reliability. They don't really care for their proprietary stuff anymore. So this is a T47 BB Right bottom bracket. It's a threaded BB, which is going to be more reliable and have better longevity to help prevent creaks and cracks and having to check up on it as well. But yeah, it's a really good looking bicycle for $3,500. And the group set that's on here is really, really nice. They have a bunch of different tiers and a bunch of different lists if you want different wheel sets on there, if you want electronic group sets. I believe they have one for $5,500 with the Apex 12 speed axis and carbon fiber reserve wheels as well, which is pretty competitive. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this bicycle and talk about what this one comes spec'd with for $3,500. Now, if you guys are interested in this bicycle, this is a size 51. It is in stock over at Tune Cycles, so I will be putting a link down below to their store. You guys can get in contact with Ethan over there. He does have this bicycle in stock in a size 51, which again is a really, really good value. So thank you to Tune Cycles for letting me go ahead and do the video over here. So starting off with the handlebar in here, this is a Zip Service Course 70 bar, I believe. It's an alloy bar with an alloy stem. And a lot of people are either gonna hate this or love this. Obviously the price point is going to get you in this at this bar price, but people might like a traditional alloy bar in here if they wanted to choose that. You have a flare on here as well going to the gravel. I believe it's an 11-degree out sweep on here. So it is a nice little flare to give you a little bit more control and stableness if you're riding through some muddy terrain or if you're just descending on some single track, which is nice. You do have an out front mount here as well. We can see that's included with their Cervelo stem. And this is just going to be a normal alloy stem, nothing crazy, and a 31.8 clamp on here, which is nice. You can go ahead and swap this out for a little bit more compliancy if you want to do a carbon fiber bar, but that's on you as a consumer. Nice plush tape, which is really, really good for grippy. I do like that tape, is really nice. I believe it's their own Cervelo brand. Now for the group set itself, this is the first time me seeing the SRAM Apex group set in the mechanical version, and SRAM did a nice change to this Apex group. You can see it has much longer hoods on here. And now you have a good plant, a solid base. I have pretty big hands. I'm 6 foot, but it's a very good solid spot to put your hands at. And you have a great platform for just grip on your hands right here. It's no more where the half hood, half handlebar, how they used to be. And especially for gravel where you want to have that grip, you want to have that confidence while riding. You have some nice aggressive texture on here too, which is really, really cool. And then you have the hood shape that you know and love from SRAM, and it's a dot fluid hydraulic disc brake system on there. And then for the shifting, it is mechanical. It's their double tap system, so just boom, boom. So downshift, upshift, or sorry, reverse, upshift, downshift. Works really, really well. And that stuff is as minimalistic as possible, but it is almost bomb proof. A mechanical group set is very, very nice. So I do like this group set on here. They're making some nice group sets for gravel, which definitely I think we'll see in the near future, maybe around mid-May, a specific road group coming out that has a very similar length in terms of the hood shape on there, which is nice. Going down to the cable routing right here, you can see it just go all underneath here. And this is actually pretty good cable fitting for mechanical group sets. So seems here that shouldn't be a problem if you're running a hydraulic or, I'm sorry, electronic groups on here, which is nice. You have this very beautiful Cervelo logo here in the front. And again, you can kind of see the tire clearance here for the front of the fork. They did say they made the bicycle more aero with the aero claims here on the head tube and also on the forks. And then you have here on here, these are an alloy wheel by Alex rims. They're called the Boondock 70s. I believe they have an internal rim width of 23 millimeters, so that's not bad for a stock alloy rim. And then for the tires on here, these are a 700 by 40C tire, a WTB in the Volpine. Not too familiar with these tires, but they are tubeless ready. The rims are tubeless ready, so these will be easy swap out. And they seem to be a pretty nice tread, but tires are all the rage nowadays. It's preference. You're going to read a million different articles, a million different YouTube videos. There's so many different options out there, so definitely go ahead and play around with it, run it stock for a little bit, and you can do whatever you like on there also. Going to the back of here as well, I'm sorry, to the front of the bicycle, we have it's a 6-bolt wheel, which is, again, like I said, kind of plays into this kind of cheaper wheel set here, but you have a 6-bolt rim on here with a SRAM Apex rotor and then a SRAM Apex front disc brake caliper as well. You can see right down here we have a little bash guard for protection with rocks and mud and everything like that, but you also have another place to store a water bottle. And people go, why would you want to put your water bottle there when you just kick up dirt? This is a perfect spot to get one of those little kegs and put your storage in there, like a flat protection, nutrition, whatever you want. It's just another place to put a water bottle or like a little keg storage, which is really, really nice. So it's very cool there. Going down to the frame, we have the water bottle storage here, here, and here, here, and here. This is just for different positions in terms of where you want to go ahead and put how big your water bottle is, or maybe you want to run your water bottle a little bit lower on there, which you do have the option to. And you can see right here, you have a braze-on cover plate, which you can add a front derailleur to this bicycle if needed, if you wanted to. On this bicycle, it comes stock with a SRAM Apex dub crank with a 40-tooth chainring on here. This is a wide spindle as well, so keep that in mind. If you are going to upgrade the crank, you need to get a wide spindle on here, which we're seeing more and more companies run to get a little bit better chain lining here. You got a SRAM Apex chain, and then going to the back of the cassette, this is a SRAM Apex cassette, which is an 1144-tooth cassette, which is a lot of range with a 40-tooth chainring. So pick your poison, whatever you're located in the world, you can go ahead and kind of play around that configuration. But that is a good amount of gear range for a 12-speed group set, which is always nice. And then this is your mechanical Apex shifter. Let's go ahead and give it some shifts real quick. I mean, it's as easy as that, folks. And you can make your adjustments on the fly with your barrel adjuster back here. The hell is that? We can see here it has a little bit lower seat stays as well with a little Cervelo chain guard right there. Same rim as the front as the rear. It is going to be that Alex rim with that 23 millimeter internal rim width with the exact same tire as well. For the rotors, we have on here 160 millimeter in the rear with a 6-bolt pattern. And then for the seat posts on here, I do like this. Again, this bicycle seems to be not crazy proprietary. You can run whatever stem you want. You can run whatever handlebar you want. You can run whatever seat post you want. It's a 27.2 seat post and an alloy You can swap this out for carbon fiber, but again, anything that's not proprietary makes it better for the consumer, especially riding gravel. Let's say you want to take this thing backpacking, take this thing on a long trip, maybe book a trip where you're not used to your normal bike shop. 27.2 C posts are usually pretty easy to find, and a lot of bike shops keep them in stock, so it's always nice to be able to find replaceable parts when you're traveling and not have to go to a Cervelo dealer to find one. And then also you have a Cervelo seat up top here, which seems to be pretty comfortable, pretty cushiony. Cervelo over there, nice little wide cutout, but saddle is going to be preference. And then you have your little kind of bento box storage right here, where you can go ahead and run some nutrition inside here, whatever you need to do. You can take it off if you don't like it, but very good looking bicycle. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you again so much for watching. This is the 2024 Cervelo ASPERO XPLR 1. Retails $3,500, size 51, weighing around 19 pounds. And thank you again to Tune Cycles for letting me go ahead and do this video. If you guys have any more questions, go ahead and let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you guys again. I'll see you guys next time. All right, guys, go ahead and get a free bias sound test of this rear wheel on the Cervelo ASPERO. Sorry about the truck being on. My wife's in the car. She wanted to come to work with me. Give me 1 second while I spool this thing up. Not too bad, not too bad. All right, guys, that's going to do this for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.